Support for this podcast comes from the patrons at patreon.com/FML FPL. Okay! Welcome to FML FPL Milan.
It's Walsh.
How we doing, bud?
Been better, fighting a little headache action today. So we're at like 15% right now.
Oh my god, 15 is really
I'd say it's
low.
about 15.
15 is really fucking low. Your team's at 120% though, with a 94 pointer here.
I just hope I don't cough, and please don't make me laugh tonight.
I've never made you laugh, and I never will make you laugh.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just ripped the whole thing apart, and I just did the big thing, and I took -4, it made 5 moves, and
huge.
Switched Gyak and Saka out for Gab, Timber, and Calafiore. I just felt like I had enough data, enough games, enough information to just know that that's the way forward. So
yeah,
I just did it all. I didn't care about like, oh, I could do it over a couple weeks, you know, this and that. I was like, fuck all these idiots. And I got rid of players that were being stupid, who I hated. So that was nice.
Yeah. And it immediately paid off. I mean, you're plus like
a lot. Plus a lot.
Know, at least like 10 or something. Yeah.
If you got Bruno in. Yeah. Got Bruno in. Seems fine. Got Thiago in. You know, should be okay. I know the fixtures don't look too good for Brentham coming up, but I have faith in him just returning steadily. And you know.
And only even Josh King got you a clean. I mean, your only blanker really was Thiago. So the moves were VVD, Rodon, Tarko, Saka, Gyak out, Calafiore 6, Timber 6, Gab 12, Bruno 5, Thiago 2 in. So it's easy. And we both obviously kept Holland. So you just had an absolutely massive week.
Well, it was all Paqueta, clearly.
Max 9.
The yellow card sent me though.
Oh my! He is so petulant. This fucking
so funny.
Guy.
There's actually 90 seconds, maybe less, left in stoppage time, and he's just dribbling away to the opposing team's corner flag. Only he will get a yellow card in that situation.
Yeah, that's like an expected yellow card of 0.01, and he manages to pull it off. It's
hilarious. He just cannot fucking help himself. He cannot absolutely help himself. But
here's me, though.
You 59.
59 got rid of Pack.
Oh, no.
But actually, like, it was a net whatever, because I got Calafiore and legendary Josh King in, also combined for 9 points. But yeah, it was a bloodbath of a week for me. I mean, I think my transfers in general were I think you could argue both of us have been mostly too passive for a lot of the season. Obviously not you this week. We did 5 moves with 4 frees, but most of the season, both of us are just like, it's fine. Roll. And with 1 week of hindsight, I mean, it's pretty clear that like, I still have some of these bad picks, and I probably should have just ripped it all to shreds and just gotten a bunch of new guys. And the move that I tried to do on my phone, which did not take, as the app often does, was a little bit better. Semenyo to Rice and Ekdal to Gab instead of Calafiore, which would have been, plus fucking 25 or something, which is always tilting, but is what it is. Bad weeks, good weeks. Where our ranks passing ships in the night as usual. We never both do well in 1 week. Bowen doesn't get an assist for an assist.
I mean, Bowen dodged points with incredible acumen this weekend.
Hitting the bar, making saves, assists not being assists. I mean, just ticking every box for annoyance and tilt. But what are you going to do? I captained the right guy. I benched the right guys, and you got to just move on. Go to the next week. I still have a bunch of good picks, It just, it's frustrating when I feel like both of us get a lot of things right. And this is every season. This isn't just this season. And then when it comes time to make the huge fucking swing and use the transfers that we've been banking, I feel like I kind of fucked it. And you nailed it this week. We'll see. Maybe in future weeks, maybe I'll be fine. But it just feels like, took a small swing and missed. You took a huge swing and hit.
Yep. I mean, I feel like it's also just takes some time to really consolidate your ideas to know like what's the thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's like making a big call when it's game week 6 or something, you know. It still has a lot of doubt to me anyway when I'm watching. Like I don't feel that certain of anything. And I mean, this is probably the first time of the season where I felt completely certain. Like it resonated so much when you were saying last episode with Saka was like, oh yeah, like God, I hope my 10 million midfielder maybe gets an assist on a corner kick. And that's, I mean, look, he had 2 1-on-1s that he missed. He could have had
he should have hauled. Yeah, he should have hauled.
And that happens, you know, this happens and that happens, but it's we're after the product, not the process on this one. So it's just the way they play, you know, and I'm like, I don't want these guys. I just want the defenders because they don't let up shots on target. Like, I mean, they don't concede anything
months.
in a month. Like they don't even let up a shot in a month. So we're in good shape there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just felt like putting those 3 in place, even though, you know, 2 of them don't DEFCON is just the clean rate is just going to be so much higher than any other team this year. It just feels like that's the way the season's going to be going.
Yeah.
So
I think we mentioned it last episode. It was like in preseason, we're like, if there's a team, yada, yada, who gets 19, 20, 21, 22 cleans, whatever, you know, that's going to be worth it. But we don't think there will be a team that will be that high. And it turns out that we were right and wrong at the same time. There is a team who will be that high, and all the other teams are not worth it. So it's like, yeah, that's what it is. All right, we've been starting occasionally with lifestyles from our Discord. Shout out to the Discord. Shout out to everyone there. Keeping me sane, keeping an eye on me with the great floodgate of the Friday My Life episode, etc. Hobbin wanted a follow-up from you. He said, I want to hear another Walsh Magic the Gathering story. What was his favorite format, and does he still have cards? I feel like this is an easy one for you, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I was never a big constructed guy. I mean, I always was more on I played limited. Like that was what I by far focused on. Like I just love doing like money drafts or just like the side event drafts. Like I would just farm those and then just split prize in the finals and just rinse repeat. That was like a big way of how I built my collection up. But I just have a handful of cards now. I sold my collection a while ago for weed money. I had like Moxes and all kinds of power 9. I had a lot of cards that would be worth a lot today, but I needed the weed money when I was like, what was it? Probably 18
17 or
19.
something.
Yeah, something 17.
Is what it
I don't know,
is.
something like that. Did that answer the question?
That answered the question. The other lifestyle that I liked was from Gavi Enthusiast. He said, which Prem player would you take in a 100-meter sprint? Winner gets $1 million. And I think this is so hard. Who's the slowest guy? I don't know if either of us would win against anyone.
Slowest or fastest? Oh,
slowest,
we would
race them in a 100-meter sprint.
I could definitely beat a center back for sure.
I don't know, dude. Athletes are fucking fast.
I'm fucking fast.
Okay, but you're not a professional athlete.
Fairs.
350-pound defensive tackles would absolutely destroy us in a 40-yard.
Can we pick goalies?
Well,
I mean, you think Emi Martinez? I could fucking dust him.
My theory when I was thinking about this is I'll give them a head start, but they have to start facing me, because if these guys have to turn, I feel like I can do something there. Like, just give me fucking,
give
slap
me Scott
on
Carson.
the turn. Give me
Scott Carson's still in the league.
He's the only guy our age.
Yeah, oh my God.
That's a good shot. Oh shit, I shouldn't have made you laugh. Fuck. Is Vestergaard still in the league? No, he's on Leicester.
No,
I don't know, dude. Casemiro or some shit. I don't know. But
Martinez would be my pick. Not only do I think he actually is probably pretty slow, but beating him at something would be the most satisfying and gratifying.
So it's worth the risk. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good shout.
My pick.
Is Rob Holding still on Palace?
Nah, dude,
He's
retired.
fucking slow. Oh God, I'm picking some gems there. I mean, Slab is really, really slow these days.
Wait, you don't think it would be a goal? I would think goalkeeper for sure would be slower.
Well, I would think so, but there's been multiple times in the last decade where a keeper randomly, goes up for a corner and has to get back, and it's like, oh my God, Joe Hart's the fastest player on the entire pitch. And I'm like, I would not have guessed that, Raya, I think, did that last year too. It's just he's going double speed. Yeah, everyone's slow-mo.
That's probably also a little bit tilting the field because it's the only action he's done the whole game and everyone else
the only time they sprint.
Ass.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So they look like they took the Star and Mario or something. They're
it is funny how NFL, we just treat athletes like they're fucking cattle in an auction for meat, and we know all of their peripherals to an exact millisecond. But football, we just have no idea. They're fast. I don't know how fast.
We know how high they jump. We know how far the distance between their pinky finger and their thumb. We know everything.
Exactly.
Football is Dubrovka's probably not the
He's
fleetest
gotta be
foot.
slow. He's gotta be slow. Yeah,
I think we got some good names.
Good shots.
Leno,
good shots.
I could probably fucking beat Leno.
Leno's got to be slow. Yeah. They're probably explosive and then low top speed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about actual FPL, I guess. We could start here. I mean, Carson said, is FPL still fun? And then Slim Charles said, why is it that the more I play this game, the worse I get? Most other games in my life, the opposite is the case. What makes FPL so special? Kind of interesting. Because it's the same for me.
We could take those in two parts, I guess.
Well, is FPL still fun? Is that you got to challenge the premise of the question there.
Yeah, FPL is obviously still fun. I mean, we're getting some amount of fun. It might not be a high percentage, but it's happening, or else we wouldn't be this obsessed with it.
Do it. Yeah.
You are listening to a podcast about it. I mean, we're fucking sick. You're sick, whoever you are. But yeah, I mean, it's the thing about it is, I don't know. I mean, it's for us, it's different, but like 2 weekends ago, I was Lauren went away. She came back. She has fucking pneumonia. She's been out all week. And then this weekend I've been having battling these migraines. It's just I just missed a few games because I'm just oh my God, I have to go to sleep right now. Yeah. And it was I had the Palace game. I just was very low volume, barely listening to it. And then I had to shut it off because it was fucking my head. Oh, and it's just the relentless nature of it is a little, sometimes for me, is this weekend I would have just loved to be fuck, I need fuck, I forget all this fucking shit. Yeah. I have other shit to do. I need to close everything. And
it really is a grind. It's crazy. And we're not even in the pile up. After the next international break, it's every 2 days.
Yeah. Just it's just the grind nature of how it overlaps with other aspects of life. Sometimes when it's you just have something come up, or it's just ugh, God, I have to fucking deal with all this shit too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you have to find the ways that make it fun for you, though. I mean, if that's taking hits or doing whatever the fuck.
Yeah. For the other question, I always think about this question because I used to be better at FPL and now I'm bad at FPL. But I think the irony for me is that longtime listeners know of Brothers Team, quote unquote Brothers Team, and what that means and how it did. And the irony for me is that the more I think about my team, focus on my team, try and figure out the best move for my team, the worse the results are. Actually, by being less focused on my team and just doing the obvious thing, etc., I think you often get better results and just simpler moves. And we experience this weekly with the live stream. I feel like it's so fucking easy, and 9 times out of 10 we're on the same page where it's do this and do this for other people's teams. It's so simple. And meanwhile, when I'm trying to figure out which bad picks do I want to sell for Arsenal defenders, it's I'm in hell. I don't know, that there could be 5,000 permutations where there should be 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it feels like you don't want to do with your own team the simplest, easiest thing, which is most often the correct thing to do. Yep. And you want to do the weirdo, bizarro thing, and
then you want to find the
in
better
blind alleys.
It's not even just weirdo. You want to find okay, that's what everyone else is doing. I can beat that with a different route,
Bad pick.
Yeah.
Beat the conventional wisdom of this obviously fantastic pick.
Yes.
If you can avoid that trap, you'll be doing just fine.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest reason why for me at least, and it's probably the same for the asker, the Discorder who asked the question. Yeah. Also wanted to briefly touch on Newcastle. I mean, Clanberger said, convince me to sell Pisser, specifically for Sarr. I mean, that's not going to be hard to convince you. And then Camier said, is it a fire sale of Newcastle assets in both attack and defense? Pretty shocking result from them. Shocking performance from them. The
thing about it that was not bizarre was we've seen them be bad away literally all season. However, you would think that Western is the cure of that ailment, and that proved to emphatically not be the case. I don't know how I personally have been dodging Newcastle players. Like, I haven't had a Newcastle player on my team all year.
I think you're finally profiting from your hatred of Eddie. Like, it's finally come to roost. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the defense look really good, and they're just on 3 off the spin with no clean. 2 aways in there, but pretty okay-ish looking fixtures.
Yeah.
But it's the Champions League thing to me, is like, that's just the biggest thing, is he's rotating with decent, he has like a decent 16 or whatever, and he's just rotating. So if he doesn't like what he sees, he just rips players off, and that just makes really unreliable outcomes in fantasy, coupled with their difficulties away from home.
Yeah.
So yeah, in attack, it just looks like it's so erratic and unpredictable.
Can't go there.
Yeah. You probably can't go there. I mean, Voltemade's, he was at the flavor of the day for a while, and, have 2 blanks ripped at half this game. I mean, they play, midweek. This week is Fuckle, obviously. From the defensive standpoint, I feel like you're probably a little bit in better shape. They're still a good defense. They still have the good midfield 3. They don't have any injuries.
Yeah.
So, they should.
Fullbacks. Yeah, I do think the fullbacks are hurting their attack also.
Because
you can't just line up with Kraft at right back and Burn at left back and expect to move the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, Livramento, I think, is somewhat close, right? He's not.
And Hall was on the bench. I don't know why he didn't sub on or anything. Maybe he's saving him for Champions League. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, so all that should be okay. I mean, the bigger issue with them is, where do you pick the DEFCONs? Because it's been really also very erratic and also just kind of low. Like, the center backs, sort of kind of don't really do that well.
Yeah. Burn was when he played center back, and now he's taken out of that position again. So
yeah, he was. It was only a few games though, even then. But it's.
But he had an 11, 12, 15, a 9, and a 10. Like, that's pretty. It's not like elite, but it's good. It's very good.
And I think he got one of them when he was playing left back, because the other team was just targeting him the entire game. So he had a lot to do.
So. Yeah.
But where are you at on Newcastle?
I just can't be fucked. I mean, even the defense, which I agree with you, the midfield's still robust and good and all, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't even know who's fucking nailed. Hall is gotta be close to getting into the team. I mean, their left side is a complete nightmare with Burn, Joe Linton trying to get the ball to Gordon. So I think that would be a thing. I mean, Livra, I don't know how close he is knocking the door. And then they have 4 center backs. I mean, in this game, Shar came on for half. Burn is still at left back. I'm sure he wants Burn back at center back. Chia seems good, is good, but any of these guys could be dropped for a game or 2 here and there, especially with the Champions League rotation. I'm just whatever. So for me, it is a fire sale. I just don't think they're reliable enough, and I don't think their early defensive numbers were as predictive as the Arsenal ones. It just felt like this is not that real. Can they just be this defensive? And their attack is a complete disaster. So I don't know. They're kind of figuring things out on the fly here, and it doesn't feel like a good place to be.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. We got our weekly Rice / Caicedo / Sobo, basically fucking defensive mid who DEFCON question. I mean, have you moved at all on like your feelings towards the mids who DEFCON?
No.
Why not? I don't really get it. I haven't thought that much about it, but I mean, they are just, if their base is like 4 points, that's pretty good. That's a good start.
I think the biggest issue with these players to me is who they're competing against. Like I've been very clear on the record of saying I believe every team should be starting 5 defenders. Yeah. And when you look at the total points on the season, that is pretty backed up, pretty reliably backed up.
Yeah.
When you look at, Rice is the one like maybe I have a little bit more time for in terms of his points. Rice. I mean, yeah, you were saying you almost brought him in. Like the attacking returns seem like they're somewhat reasonably okay when I watch them play, and the DEFCONs and the clean sheet points are going to add up and all that. And his bigger problem is that he's competing against any of the defenders, which is a joke to me. Tough. So, I mean, you pick one of the 3 defenders over him every day of the week. The Caicedo points I have absolutely no time for in my life, period. Like him getting all these attacking returns is the most fluky bullshit thing of the season by far.
And
nothing
amazing.
Comes close.
People always take this kind of shit personally when we go on our like little rants or something. He's amazing. He's maybe the best midfielder in the league. He's probably top 5 midfielder in fucking Europe at this point. Yeah. But it's so fluky. It's just ridiculous. It's some random tackle win that ends up in a big chance or whatever, like a flick on or I don't know.
I mean, the FPL points are just the most fraudulent points I've seen in some time. And, you look at him and you say his floor is 4 points. He's only DEFCON'd in like 5 games, half the games.
Is that right?
So,
yeah. It feels like,
so that's,
I guess the averages for him and Rice, it's like, didn't Caicedo? Yeah, Caicedo had that one game against Fulham. 23. And Rice recently, he had 21 against Burnley. Like, their averages get really inflated by these like one-off insane games, but you still only get 2 points.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just ridiculous. So
the thing with
I just
Rice,
still don't see anything there.
The thing with Rice, like obviously we're not comparing him to Gabriel. Gabriel's just the second best pick in the game behind Haaland. There's no comparison. Not even going to have the conversation. The thing with him versus Saliba or Kala or Timber, I think there is a little bit more there, right? So if they clean, which they're cleaning all the time, you expect 6 from the defender, you expect 3 from Rice in normal circumstances because they don't DEFCON ever. He gets a point for a clean. They get 4 points for a clean. He DEFCONs sometimes, and he has like 70% of their indirect frees and corners and all that shit. And it's just like the attack returns seem reliable. Like on average, that's like at least competing for similar price. I mean, similar points output and often beating it, right? The only thing that would change that is if A, any of the Arsenal other defenders start DEFCONing, or B, they start getting attacking returns too. And then it would be like not even close at all.
Yeah, I mean, A of that in that scenario is not possible, but the B is possible. I mean, he has 6 attacking returns in 10. If you imagine that is his pace and you feel good about that, then you could definitely look at him over one of the other defenders. But I think the other thing that I forgot to follow up with what I was mentioning is who you're competing against. Like, you get 5 attackers. I mean, that's the game I'm playing. He's not in the 5 best attackers in the league. Like, he's just not.
Who are the 5 best? I mean, it's like Mo and Haaland.
Yeah, Mo, Haaland, Bruno,
Mateta,
like Pens. Yeah, probably Mateta. Like, give me some guy on Pens or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's 5 right there. So
yeah.
And the defenders, I just feel like you're just cashing money in the bank with them, and their defense is so much better than all the other defenses. Like getting that clean sheet versus the replacement value, I feel like is enough better than Rice. Competing against Sar or something, right?
Yeah. No, I think it's. I'm not even fighting for one side or the other. I just wanted to present the case.
No,
but
yeah.
I mean, the replacement level. I mean, Gahey gets fucking 20 points every week. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but yeah, there's just you're imagining 5 at the back. You already have Senesi and a Gahey or something like that. So like the next rung down, it's like aforementioned Byrne, who plays left back and doesn't DEFCON anymore. It's like,
I mean, I've had LaCroix. I've been happy with LaCroix.
Yeah. I just mean like, who's the 6th or 7th best defender if you were to not have 3 Arsenal and make one of them Rice? It's a pretty big drop off. Yeah, it's a pretty big drop. Like Keane or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But it's also just like, you look at the midfielders in the game right now, the top point, like Rice is 2nd, Caicedo's 3rd, Gravenberch is on the page, Xhaka's on the page, João Palhinha's on the page.
Yep.
These are like the top 10, top 8. It's like, that's not going to last. Like, we're not going to end the season and see these names on this fucking list. So, things will normalize back to some level of regularity. I think in midfield,
they're all better than they would be, obviously, in previous seasons, because they all get these extra points. But it doesn't mean they're that much better that they should be in the team over, like Bruno or something, right? Like he's 20 points behind Rice. He's also missed 2 pens. Yeah, he's right there without that. Yeah. But I think we're aligned here. But people. I mean, shout out to teams who've just been like riding Rice and Caicedo every week because they're fucking a million ranks higher than us. Yeah, they're just absolutely killing it every week. What's the deal with Gahey, man? What's the deal with Gahey?
He's having some like absolutely perfect charmed season where like he does just enough in these games and then he's like he buoys up and he gets an assist and then he gets bonus points and then he gets the DEFCONs and it's just he's just hauling tits. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. He's 5 out of the last 6 he's DEFCONed with 2 attacking returns. 3 attacking returns in this. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
That's completely
he hit
insane.
10 on the nose 3 times.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I don't know. He's doing the things.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really believe it, but it's happening.
Yeah.
What else do you want to talk about? We were both kind of all over the fucking place on the weekend. I've been having disasters.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely watched less than I normally do this weekend.
Same. Same. And City just got it done. Oh, yeah, Liverpool. Yeah,
City, I don't think. Liverpool. Well, the one interesting City note I did want to mention is just, how nice Cherky looked in there. Like, he was just an actual...
So
it's like, finally, they have an actual fucking attacking midfielder who can just do a simple thing and complete a pass without doing something absolutely insane, like Doku or Semenyo, and just, like, dribble out of bounds. He just has good vision. Like he knows where he's playing the ball when he receives it before he receives it kind of thing. And if he could stay fit, I imagine like that's going to just be even better for Holland Stonks.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Just give them an added dimension of a difficulty to defend against. So
yeah. And I'm never going to get him probably. I don't think he's a pick, he'll never be nailed enough to be a pick, but like, he just makes Holland way better, better than we thought he could be. And Holland might just score 45 goals this year. I mean, that's how they're built.
They haven't even won a pen.
They haven't even won a fucking pen.
They haven't won one pen this year.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's 13 non-penalty goals.
Yeah, no free goal. Well, I mean, if they win a pen, I don't know if that's good for him, but it could be.
He's just,
he's very bad at pens.
Yeah. He's not, somehow. I don't understand how that's possible, but we don't understand a lot of things about football.
Your team finally won a game and looked
confident. They won. It felt very last season. It was just like, a couple weird things. Oh, they hit the bar, whatever. And then it was just like, it's just, 2-0 out of nowhere and no one's really playing anymore. And we're just going to coast. And Villa were okay with it. Liverpool were okay with it. And it was just like, cool handshake, guys. Good job by everyone.
Yeah, probably won't see Kirkes again for a while.
Robbo was just solid. Although I was thinking about that during the game. Is there a slower fucking team in the league than Aston Villa? I mean, Robbo just like that's just the dream fixture for him. They can't even sub someone on who's fast. Like they have no
they have
speed.
Malen,
but he kind of played like striker. He was in the middle of the whole game, but they just don't have a lot of teams. Half the teams in the league have like their fastest,
AC winger,
dribbliest guy at right wing, and that was just a perfect game for him. So I still think Kirk is
Buendia.
Exactly. Like, so I think he'll still have to play. Like he did a great job against like some fast guys. But yeah, I mean, Robbo played well, and Sobo played well, and Mo looked good. Discord was funny because everyone was like, "Oh my god!" Like, of course, Mo gets gifted like a free goal, like blah blah blah. Like, the high press was the best it's been all season. They turned them over many times in the attacking third. They just would fuck something up and not get a chance. And I also thought the finish was underrated. I mean, it was first time hit, easy. Weak foot at a weird angle. It was kind of insane.
It was a small window he had to hit it through.
Yeah. So I mean, Mo just continues to return. Good job by us. And
the best thing was after this game, watching in the Discord, people making comments like, "Oh, I guess I need to find a way to get Mo back in 2 weeks." I'm just sitting here like, "Hey, yeah, you fucking do, you stupid bitch." Like,
that's what I was trying to articulate in the first part of the thing. It's like we both get so much right. Right? Like starting Mo and Holland, like all of this shit, a lot of shit. And then it's just like there's a few things that are just wrong in my team. You may have fixed your team this week. Maybe you'll just fucking fly to top 1K.
I don't know. I don't have Semenyo, so next time he gets 30 points,
Semenyo, I was on the chopping block. I fucking had him out of my team on my phone, and he's still in my team somehow. I mean, anyway, we nailed the Mo thing, and he's still good, and he still shoots a lot and gets chances and has pens, and I mean, Jesse's question was about Semenyo. He said, "I've had Semenyo since he was 7. Is there a point when he becomes undroppable with too much value wrapped up in him?"
Oh, come on with this talk. I mean, the value talk is it fries my head. I mean, it's just so nonsensical. Like, just get points. That's
it's
first
also
and foremost.
The value does literally nothing in your team until you sell them.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you points. It doesn't give you value. It does neither of the only two things that you're questioning about, right? So you got to sell him to actually get the value, which is like, I also have a ton of value. I have like 0.8 in him or something, which is part of the reason why I was like, I could sell him. It's just like, I don't think he's going to ever be like an urgent transfer back. He's not on pens anymore with Clive starting most games now. And then I was like, yeah, I made the money. I got the points. Sayonara.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it from the standpoint of the money, it's like you have 0.5 being held hostage by the pick, and you can't do anything with it or put it elsewhere unless if you sell the pick. So the only real downside when you do sell is if you think that you're going to want to get them back in within a few game weeks.
Yeah, right.
Those would be the only times where I would ask that you second guess it and have a pause, like push the pause button.
Right.
Otherwise, like you might not want to get Semenyo back the rest of the season. I mean, look, he's a winger. He's back to just, guess what? Wingers are streaky.
Winger not on pens. Like,
wingers with wingers with no avenues don't typically run like season-long holds or, finish with 20 goals in a season. I mean, there's Mane, and then there's not been Mane since, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. There's like Son, Mane, like Hazard. Yeah. These are like all-time greats.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I have not really considered getting Semenyo at any point in the season. Yeah. Even after he had the 18-pointer, I was like, oh yeah, he just did that. And then he basically, he had 4-3-2 after. I'm like, yeah, I could fucking live with that. So I think it's a good differential spot. Like, I think that is a spot you probably are okay on chopping him off and looking for someone in the field to kind of make up ground.
It's not even like we're definitely not saying like, oh my God, sell immediately, whatever. He's not like some horrible pick. It's just, he's sellable. Like, I was going to use him to afford Gabriel. That's obviously right. There's only a few picks that are like clearly the best and you should get, and he's one of them. Gab's one of them. So,
yeah.
Parma was asking what you talked about. He said 2 blanks from Saka versus 2 goals from Mo. Is it insane to do the switcheroo from Saka to Mo? And Maurice also said, is Saka a hold? What are your thoughts in general about using transfers to make lateral moves among Arsenal picks? I'm personally on Gab, Kala, Saka, but I'm considering a double move to get Raya and drop Saka. And what do we actually think with Saka? Like, again, he got 2 1v1s. Should have scored at least one of them. No one would be asking the questions if he did. And yet, he's 10 million. We're never captaining him. And the defenders are better value, better picks, right?
I mean, I hit him out against Burnley to get rid of him. So, I mean, I don't know what more I need
Your
to
flag
say
is
than that.
Fucking
like,
planted.
Yeah, like they're also not going to play Burnley again, but one more time this season. So, they have tougher games. They're only going to attack less in those games, and they're only going to continue to keep clean sheets because they don't attack and they don't permit the other team to attack them. So, holding him also prevents you not only from having the other the third Arsenal clean sheet share, but it also prevents you from getting like Mo or Bruno or like another pick who is probably exactly about the same, so
yeah, I mean,
like Bruno, for example.
Yeah. Go ahead.
They're basically the same. I mean, Bruno has no extracurricular activities, just the 1 game a week. That probably mitigates enough of the team attack. I don't know.
I mean, I don't even really
Man
agree.
United attack.
I think Saka clearly attacks a lot more than Bruno, but the difference in the value there makes a huge difference to if I think it's worth it or not. And that 1 or 1.1 or whatever it is now, again, like you said, like you hit him out, like that's huge. That's like bad defender to Arsenal defender. That's, bad non-playing mid to startable mid, like whatever the fuck it is, bad forward to Thiago or something. And that's just worth it, I think. Yeah, I just think, like you said, like I think I said it without saying it on the last episode, or I don't know if it was a Patreon episode or whatever, but here I am with my 10 million Arsenal midfielder praying for corners on the right. I'm just like, oh my God, please go out for a corner on the right so he can maybe get an assist.
Yeah.
Again, he got the 1v1s. He's a great fucking player. He will have hauls. He will finish with 200 points. But you can't cap him ever. And it's tough. It's tough with him.
He might finish with 2. I mean, he has 30. He only has 33 right now. We are 10 in.
It's bad. I mean, he missed, he missed 4 games.
It was 200 points. He still has to hit the total.
But he's been very consistent, 200-ish points. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But I mean, the most goals he's ever had in a season without pens is, I don't know if he's ever hit double digits. No, he did. He had 12 and 10 non-pen goals. I mean, that's who we're buying, right? I mean, we're buying a ticking player who you don't captain, who needs pens to be really, really good.
Yep.
Lord said, does this feel like a good free hit week with City versus Liverpool and Spurs versus United?
I don't know anything about this question. Free hit?
I mean, City, Liverpool, everyone only has like Haaland and Mo, and you should keep Haaland and Mo because they're great and they'll probably both score. So that's not even a thing. We haven't talked about Spurs in a while, but
oh man.
And that was the biggest 1-0 mauling I think I've ever seen in my fucking life. I mean, that should have been 5. And that was a complete fucking joke. And they should have had multiple red cards. And I'm not a Spurs hater. I'm just watching this game being like, this is the biggest joke I've ever seen. I mean, the fans turned on Frank by the end of that game. It was that bad.
Yeah, I mean, the Van de Ven walking off and like he was asking them to come back on and they just like refused and didn't listen to him and just
fuck off.
He's like, no, that was very, very scary to see because if there's a mutiny going on over there.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, the fans saying shit like this is what happened. This is Nuno ball. And, he was ran out of town as soon as possible. Like Frank is losing his credit in the bank extraordinarily quickly because the results were papering over the cracks of the performances. I mean, they just can't keep doing this. Like, he can't keep setting them up this way, and he can't keep asking them to play this way for much longer, because the transition period's over. Like, he needs to play more front foot. Like, they have to, this is not a bottom 10 team. Like, they need to be more proactive in games. And, you know, he needs to stop fucking starting Bentancur and fucking Polina. Like, can we not anymore? Like, it's just not okay. And, you know, so hopefully he just makes the necessary adjustments, because they do have the personnel to be able to play fun, exciting football matches. He's just completely neutering them and preventing them from doing it. And the players and the fans I mean, everybody's sort of starting to turn on him, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, they're sixth worst in non-penalty XG per game, and they're pretty good on set pieces.
They would be lower.
Well, yeah, they're also like pretty high on set pieces. So if you subtract that, they're even worse. And they have been beyond abysmal in open play. And, you know, Arsenal fans are probably listening saying, oh, you know, it's not all about open play. Yeah, but Spurs don't have the best defense in Europe and aren't the best set piece team in Europe, which Arsenal are both of those two things. So it's very, very different. Yeah, it's just unacceptable. I mean, they don't play any midfielders that can pass. They play 2.5 attackers at most. They allow no freedom for anyone. And
I mean, this is basically Emery.
Yeah, I mean,
you're describing Villa.
They turn down counterattacks at an Arteta rate. But again, they don't do it and then have the best defense. They don't do it and then have the best set pieces. They just do it and just fucking sit on their hands. They have a counterattack. They have guys flying down and they just pass backwards, try and dribble by someone. And Chelsea's press just ate their asses all day. Should have been 5-0. Luckiest 1-0 ever. Vicario's standing on his head. Ridiculous. So, yeah, there's definitely changes that need to be made there.
Yeah. The thing that's tricky with it is I don't even know what to make of the fixture. Like, is it a good fixture for, like, it's good for defense because they suck at attack?
I guess,
but, like, I don't
it's
know.
Good for defense, I guess, yeah. But they've only blanked twice because somehow they just generate, like, a Van de Ven goal, you know, and or two. Or a Pap Matasar will score off a fucking flicked on set piece, and it's like, okay, sure, yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I mean, it's got to be a good fixture for cleans. Their next two are home Man United, away Arsenal. I mean, it's insane that they're in 6th place, and I'm like, Frank could get sacked. If those games go badly, he could get sacked.
No.
I think it's possible.
Not this soon.
Nuno was sooner. I mean, he was like 10 games or something.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that one.
Yeah, we'll see. But no, don't forget.
Another manager that did get sacked.
Oh, Vitor. My God. I forgot to pour one out for Vitor. You're his biggest fan. Do you think he'll come on the pod?
Wait, what? How come I'm getting this title?
You love Vitor. You picked him as like your number one guy to get a beer with of all managers in the league.
Did I really?
Yeah, and you're the only person on earth who picked that
episode.
Yeah, drunk.
Okay.
And no Wolfsense even picked him, and you picked him.
Yeah, he's quietly backdoor Senor out of here. So
brutal.
New blood in Wolves Town. They look absolutely nailed on to be relegated. So that'll be nice. I think that's a good riddance for me. Chinese conglomerate. Good. They can go get to fuck. Hopefully they don't get promoted again for a long while. Yep. But that was another little footnote, I think, of the weekend. I also did want to recant and backtrack a little bit. I am getting actually a little bit interested in Minta.
Okay, I'm shocked to hear that. For that fucking third assist, like Bowen not getting his assist and Minta getting that assist, like I'm like, they tried to make the rules were presented to us as like common sense. If your guy gets an assist, he gets a fucking assist. It's so far from common sense. The assists are completely fucked, and no one knows what's going on here.
Yeah,
but talk to me about Minta.
Oh, that's true. He does seem to be like the exception to the rotational rule for this guy. I mean, Mitoma hasn't been fit. So I don't know if that's like where he sees them both as like one.
And
He
Gruda.
can't carry both. Yeah, I don't know. Gruda seems like he's just a bench player for them, but
He's good.
I mean, Minta's just been playing like almost 90, like consistent 90s all season. And I kind of feel like he's just improving also. Like he's just getting a little bit more composure in the final third than I usually recall seeing out of him. So I just have a little bit of time for him. I'm not like rushing. You know, I mean, I do have an eye on our good friend Lucas Paqueta, who is probably not long for my team, unfortunately.
Hey.
After this Burnley game, I think he might need to go. So I've been looking at like, who am I going to get for this fellow?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be Minta, but I was looking at him with more scrutiny because, you know, he does have, like, he's like Sarr. I mean, to me, a lot like Sarr, where he's just like, maybe he doesn't have the goals yet, but he gets in these situations and positions in counterattacks where it's like a very even or uneven man rush, like in Brighton's favor, where it's like, oh, like this should generate a big chance and you're going to be involved in it in some capacity. And, you know, there aren't a ton of players like that in the game. So 6 million. Yeah.
Yeah. Taking some corners, which is also another big improvement from last year, not just the minutes, but also a little bit more involved, maybe a little bit more touches, a little bit more avenues. So that's nice. And yeah, I mean, we both said it on the last one. Like, we both think he's good and he's really young and exciting. It's just like whether he's an FPL pick or not is a different question. I still would say like probably not for me, even though I really like him. It's not that dissimilar to Semenyo, right? He's just a winger who doesn't have avenues and will sometimes get random 2 assists, 9-pointers, and often blank, and is what it is. But yeah, I mean, if you can find a run where Brighton maybe play really well, and maybe that's right now, Welbeck seems to be on form, Ruder's playing well, etc., Gomez is playing well, then maybe you can ride that for points and sell them on later. I mean, that's the kind of pick it seems like. You want to like chase the form with these wingers because you know it's not going to last, right?
Yeah, and when the fixtures overlap, that also is nice if one breeds the other, you know, the adage. But I mean, the one thing I do like a little bit more with him, like in comparison to Semenyo, is, I mean, they just relentlessly attack. It's all they do. You know, they don't have any moments where they control a game. They don't fucking defend. They don't chill. They just like everyone's pouring forwards the whole game.
Right.
The field is so open. There's so much space everywhere, and they're just running all over the place. So. Yeah, you just get more reps. You know, you get more opportunities there. And so
he's 2 million cheaper. That is extremely significant. If if you're on Pack or any number of guys in that cheap bracket, I mean, you just can't even get to Semenyo if you were considering him. So
yeah, I mean, the shots are concerning though. I mean, the volume and he just doesn't shoot much. So. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to point him out because I was starting my public opinion or my personal opinion is starting to a little bit shift in his favor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blue Bottle said, "Is Nuno fixing Western, or do we all live in a simulation?" And my follow-up question is, why not both?
Both is a sitch.
I mean, Nuno is a good manager. He just is, and he will right the ship. And I don't think they'll get relegated. Straight up.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Like, he put Potts in, and
Potts was great.
I don't know why he hasn't been starting from the first game of the season. Like, he was just immediately there. He's better than Mateus Fernandez, as far as I can tell. Like, he's just strictly better. He's maybe not as
he's better than Soup.
Fast.
He's better than JWP. He's better than Guido. All these guys have minutes.
Yeah, I mean, he might not cover as much ground as Mateus Fernandez, but I mean, he does plenty. He has something, I think, with Potts and Fernandez. Like, if he just actually sticks with that and lets them like build up and develop an understanding,
and Pack. I mean, I thought it brought out the best of him too. Just having like 2 ball winners who cover a lot of ground, and they just make simple passes to the flair players who think can do stuff, and that just worked.
Yeah. So I mean, they have something there that they can build off of. The defenders, the center backs, it's still like a little bit problematic. I'm also very surprised that Ariel is playing over Hermanson. I fully believe that Hermanson's a better keeper.
He was good.
Yeah, he was fine, but I think, but like, you look at what Hermanson had done last year with Leicester, the way Nuno wants to play is basically the same thing that Leicester. Like this guy's just like,
yeah.
He seems like he's a perfect Nuno keeper, Hermansen. But I mean, maybe I'm missing something there.
Well, the thing with Nuno is he was a keeper.
True.
For all we know, he's a fucking keeper whisperer with what he did with Tassells and other keepers, you know, Salah and all these guys who have had like freak great seasons under him, you know. So if he's making that evaluation, I'm just like, I trust the evaluation, and he's 1 for 1. So
That's fair. So yeah, I mean, I'm still a little bit worried about. I mean, Kilman, I feel like probably doesn't get enough criticism. And then, you know, whoever he's fucking part. I mean, I really don't like Todibo every time I watch him play, the fullbacks have been like, I mean, 1B looks like he's taken steps back, and Walker Peters looks like he's a shell of his former self. I mean, Diouf is fine.
Yeah, their defense is still fucking bad. And there's no doubt about that. But I still think they have enough to stay up.
Yeah, they should.
He will make them fine. And like the worst season he's ever had in the Prem was like fine. You know, he's never really managed a team that was fucking bad, like relegated, one of the worst teams in the league, you know, so he'll do his thing. I think they will be broadly fine.
Yeah, Callum, I'm a little worried.
I don't know.
He looks like he might just not have anything animore left. Like he can't. Like he really might not be able to play anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we were wondering why isn't he playing? What's going on? Fulkrug is 0. Paqueta shouldn't play striker. Yeah, we're seeing the results. I also forgot that they have fucking Igor, who I kind of like.
I like
him.
Him.
He's okay, you know, and he seems like he would be a better fit at that left center back. So he subbed on. Maybe he'll get some minutes. Maybe he'll do some stuff.
I would love that. I would love to see him play some. He never really bet in at Brighton.
Yeah, right. Last question. We'll keep it short. Walsh is migrating his life away. Daz said, well, this is just a Googleable question, but he said, what's the list of who goes to AFCON?
I don't know.
Of guys who matter in FPL, it's not that many. It's
the other one was Ghana. Ghana didn't qualify, which is like
Ghana didn't qualify?
Yeah. So I think like Kudus or Semenyo or something like that or something. I don't know.
Well, obviously Mo and Ran. Oh my God, I just realized Ran is going to go and Nico O'Reilly is just going to be nailed for a month.
Yeah, maybe
4-9 Nico O'Reilly. Okay. I'm there. I don't know. And Dai, Sar. There's not that many guys who people own in FPL.
Oh.
It's not that bad. Yeah,
don't forget. They gave us max transfers to fix it all
Just in case you own Dango Ouattara, you get 5 frees.
Yeah. Just in case you have 1 or 2 of them.
You have to have an African player in your team to get the 5.
To qualify? Yeah. You didn't read the fine print?
That would be really, really funny. Everyone's like, I dead end into this. And then it's like, oh my God, I don't own, fucking some rando. Okay, dude. First time of the season, we got no new signups. It coincides with your migraine. No asses to slap. Let's get the fuck out of here, and I'll see you back on Thursday.
Yeah.
Any last words?
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Check us out at FMLFPL.com. Follow us on Twitter at FMLFPL. Support us at patreon.com/FML. Subscribe, rate, review.